यार बहुत बिजी था लाइफ में, ये करने का तो कभी टाइम ही नहीं मिला, ये तो कभी हो ही नहीं पाया। अगर ऐसा कोई बंदा बोलता है तो उसी टाइम में लाइफ में वो कुछ और कर रहा था। दैट मीन्स जाने अनजाने में वो काम उसने किया, वो उसने समझा कि मेरी प्रायोरिटी ये है। सो no one is busy in life, it's all about priority. So first thing, if you want to make our life ready for world 2.0, for post COVID-19 situation, सबसे पहले हमें प्लान करना होगा for our life, for the tasks, activities which we have to do. So फर्स्ट थिंग यू हैव टू डू इज मेक अ लिस्ट ऑफ थिंग्स कि आपको क्या क्या करना है। इट कैन बी फॉर लाइफ ऑल्सो, फॉर 1 year ऑल्सो, फॉर 2 year ऑल्सो, फॉर 1 month ऑल्सो, एनी पीरियड ऑफ टाइम। जैसे फॉर लाइफ कि मुझे कार चाहिए, मुझे शादी करनी है, मुझे ये करना है, मुझे ये करना है। सो योर टू डू लिस्ट, मुझे ये स्किल अक्वायर करनी है, योर टू डू लिस्ट। And then you see your to-do list, and then you have to prioritize. That means जो चीज सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है उसको प्रायोरिटी में नंबर 1 रखो, फिर नंबर 2, फिर नंबर 3, फिर नंबर 4, and you allocate your time according to the importance. जब ये लिस्ट आप बनाओगे then you will see कि यार जो चीज मेरी प्रायोरिटी लिस्ट में नंबर 8 है, आज के टाइम पे मैं सबसे ज्यादा टाइम उसे दे रहा हूं। सो इट्स अ मिसमैच। यू शुड गिव टाइम एंड एनर्जी टू द टॉप मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग फर्स्ट, एंड देन सेकेंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ। सो make a to-do list and then prioritize according to the importance, right? And then you will realize, yeah, it is happening, my life is getting into place. Why we have to? Because every successful person is doing it or has done it in the past and they are practicing it. There is a Pareto principle which talks about 80-20. So if we take an example of the society, 80% are the majority और 10% ये साइड में होते हैं और 10% ये साइड में होते हैं। This 10% of the people are the most successful people, top businessmen, film stars, sportsmen, top politicians, 10% of the society. और ये 10% of the society are the worst of society, like drunkards, criminals, and all non-social elements, or who doesn't want to, like, society doesn't like them. So if you ask this 10% and this 10%, they will never talk about miss time management और हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है। आप विराट कोहली या अमिताभ बच्चन को कहिए कि सर ये एड फिल्म करनी है, यस, टेक द टाइम फ्रॉम माय मैनेजर, मनी, इट विल बी डन। दे विल नेवर क्रिप अबाउट बीइंग बिजी, टाइम नहीं है। एंड दिस 10% ऑफ द सोसाइटी, उनको भी कभी टाइम का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। आप पूछे किसी पीने वाले से तो ही सेज, अरे होश में आए तो बतलाए ये दीवाना कि दिन कहां गुजरा और रात कहां गुजरी है। सो फॉर हिम डे एंड नाइट इज द सेम, नो इशू ऑफ टाइम, फुल टाइम मैनेजमेंट। प्रॉब्लम ऑफ टाइम इज विद दिस 80%. Why? Because this 80% of the population spend their entire energy and time in watching and reading about this 10% and this 10% on any medium. Like you watch TV or you watch on your mobiles, or you read newspaper. You only read and watch about this 10%, the most successful, and this 10%, the worst. Everything is filled with this 10% and this 10%. And this 10% and this 10% never watch and read a shit. Once a journalist actually asked all the successful people, and he did a survey, he found out that very negligible percentage of time they watch TV or newspaper or social media. They do, but in a very small amount of time, in a fixed amount of time. And what we do, we keep on scrolling and keep on scrolling. I take an example of cricket. I feel, and I'm sure many will hit me for this, that cricket should be banned in India. Why it should be banned in India? Because this 80% are spending so much of time or wasting so much of time in this. How? When a one-day match comes, you watch it on your television, and it is the perfect excuse to put any activity of the priority which you are supposed to do. यार मैच देख रहा था, मैच आ रहा था. So you spend your day in watching the TV, watching the live telecast. Then you watch the sport show, the post match ceremony and then show. Then you watch a little bit of highlights. Then you watch it in the news channel sport show. And then you discuss it on the WhatsApp with the friends and everyone. Then in the morning you read it in the newspaper. And then again you discuss with the friends. So much of time you are putting in this. If you put this much of time and energy in playing cricket, you could be better players. You could be better commentators. You'll earn through it. But we do it. Someone asked Sachin Tendulkar, sir, whenever you hit a century or a double century and you got a man of the match, ever you go home and in your hotel room and you watch news channel or read it in the newspaper, because that are filled with your news and that are filled with your praises and everything? So Sachin said, no, I have a very tight schedule and I have practice session and strategy session and everything, so I don't get time. I said, sir, the whole nation actually doing it and you are not doing it. Your only praises, your century. He said, no, I don't do it. That's why he's in this 10%. And this 80% of people are doing it. Is watching and reading of this 10% and this 10%. Robin Sharma has done a wonderful research, and he actually researched the top successful people. So this prioritizing thing to also had happened, but the next thing he actually came to know from the research is this 10% of the society or the most successful people are all early risers. So he wrote a book called The 5 AM Club. So this is the next thing which you should do if you want to be high performer. Join this 5 AM club. Become an early riser. Because when you wake up at 5 a.m., that's the time before the sunrise, right? Sunrise is actually around 5:45 or 6. So that time is known as the Brahma Muhurat in Sanskrit. And scientifically, it is proven that your mind is the most alert and the most fertile, productive at that point of time in the early 2-3 hours of the day. So these all successful people, Robin Sharma said, are all early risers, and they wake around 5 a.m. all. And what they do, he came up with this practice of 20-20-20. So this 20-20-20 are minutes of the first 1 hour of the day at 5 a.m. when you wake up. So first 20 minutes they do stretching so that your entire body actually comes in the position of activeness and the blood starts circulating from top to bottom. So stretching, so the blood flow actually has started and your mind has started churning. The next 20 minutes is given for meditation. They do meditation through any medium, like you can do pranayam or yoga, or you can do meditation closing your eyes or pray, whatever. Meditation. The next 20 minutes is the time when they read about their stuff, in which the field they are in, the knowledge, they acquire knowledge, because that is the most crucial and most productive 20 minutes. So 20 minutes stretch, 20 minutes meditation, your mind is alert, then 20 minutes knowledge, recharging, updating. This is the principle every successful person is following. So if you can read this book, very good. Otherwise, the gist is join the 5 a.m. club, become an early riser. But you will say, yaar, उठ जाते हैं, and one day, 2 day, तीसरे दिन नहीं उठे. So it will not happen in a couple of days. It will not happen even in couple of weeks. You have to be consistent. If you go to the gym, and when you go to the gym, you come to home and you see आज abs बने कि नहीं, muscle बने कि नहीं, belly fat कम हुआ कि नहीं. So it will not happen like this. It will take time. It will definitely take time. You should give a couple of months or 3 months, 6 months or a year. If you are consistent in your this practice, then the visible results will start coming and you will be able to see it. Because everything takes time. In Sanskrit they say Shanehi Kantha, Shanehi Pantha. Shanehi Kantha means you have to write a book. It will take time. Shanehi Pantha, to travel from one place to another, it takes time. Shanehi Parvat Mastake, if you want to climb a mountain, it will take time. Shanehi Vittam, पैसा कमाना है तो टाइम लगेगा. शनेहि विद्या, अगर विद्या चाहिए, knowledge you want to get, it will take time. So everything which is beautiful, which is good for you, takes time. So you have to be patient and you have to practice in a consistent manner. See the practice and the commitment the sportsmen, the people who are in business has given. Even in case of failure in the early practice sessions or in the early stages, but they never give up. They always came back by practice. They always came back by being consistent in whatever they do. So please do it. Please have a priority list. Be in the early risers and be consistent if you want to get success.